Yep.
Awesome. How's school going?
Cool. Going good, actually.
He's doing okay at school?
Uh-huh.
Very good. So, the report, I just want to make sure that I have it tell you correctly. Sorry. I'm going to find it here. So what we're talking about today is,
Which, if you like, there is a couple seats. We have one other member coming to this party.
You're fine. You're fine. It's what we got a report for was called physical neglect.
Uh-huh.
Has
to
do with the types of things that Dexter's eating and the clothes that he's wearing to school. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about that, okay? And I have talked to you before, so I know a little bit. I know that Dexter has been seen by pediatricians. Can you tell me, are they still suggesting that he get the Pedialyte as...
It's not Pedialyte, it's Pediasure.
Okay, Pediasure. As a supplement?
Yes.
Okay, so what other kinds of things does he like to eat at home?
Usually variety.
Like hamburgers, pizza, everything? Does he eat more vegetables, more fruits?
Vegetables can be finicky.
Okay, me too. I get that.
Fruits, that's the biggest finicky one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And I like fruits.
He's not really much on fruits.
Okay.
That's why I usually mix them with
So
other
what's his favorite?
You like carrots.
Carrots?
You like carrots, tomatoes.
Okay.
His brother loves peaches, but peaches don't love him.
Okay.
Because he just so happens to be allergic to peaches.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
How'd you
Adam
find
loves-
that out?
It was peach baby food, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Ended up breaking out, have him take him out to the hospital for it.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a fun
poor
time.
guy.
The hospital's like, well, he had an allergic reaction. What would he have? And I'm like, we're like, peaches.
Peaches.
Like
Oh.
everything else he'd had previously, no problem. It
Right.
was peaches.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, did they think maybe he would outgrow that? Because that seems like a really odd.
Beats me.
Yeah. Strawberries is pretty normal. Peaches, haven't heard of
Strawberries
so
and
much.
peanuts is about the normal.
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Oh,
Kelly.
this is Kelly. Sorry.
Kelly.
And I'm
Awesome.
Myra.
Cool. I see
and
you both got your badges as well. Cool.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, good. You're doing it properly.
And so what can you tell me about the clothes he wears to school?
Their clothes.
Okay. What kinds of clothes? Does he
usually
wear...
like soft clothing.
Okay. Are they
Something's more
pink? Are they
comfortable.
gray? Are they everything in between?
Yeah, he's got some pink shirts.
Okay.
He's got some shoes of his that are pink with sparkles on them.
Okay. Has he ever talked to you about dressing different than the other kids at school and if that bothers him or not? He's never said anything to you?
No.
Okay.
He likes comfortable clothing.
And I understand that.
Now he has a pair of pants that match the wives, but they're universal. They're black and white. He likes them because they're comfy.
Okay. But he's never come to you and said the kids at school are picking on him because they're pink and he looks like a girl or anything like that? Okay.
Let me guess, that's one of the complaints you got?
Well,
Was he was being bullied over his choice of clothing?
part of the complaint was, yes, was wondering about the clothes and the way kids can be cruel.
Kids are bullies. I grew up with bullying all through school.
Yeah.
My
And
dog
they
got
can
expelled more than once
And-
because of dealing with bullies.
You don't want to give them a reason to bully because kids will find a reason. So we don't want to give them fuel, so to speak.
Pretty much, because nowadays they can't even escape it, not even when they get home.
Yeah. So
But they haven't learned they can just set their phone down and ignore it. Turn off notifications.
yeah, kids
That
haven't
easy.
learned that yet. So hypothetical, if Dexter came to you and said, kids are making fun of me, I don't want to wear these things, would you be able to accommodate him? Would you be able to change what he's wearing?
He's got boys' clothes as well.
Okay.
He's got both.
Okay. When was your guys' last appointment with a doctor, pediatrician for him?
Here recently, went clear up to Children's Mercy here. Oh, hell, when was that? Last month,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And they still say he's growing okay, just small for his age?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both boys take after me because I had the same problems as a
Right.
kid.
Right.
Still do.
I get that. Our kids were this big around.
Well, apparently your organization don't get it because
When
they
they
won't
got-
leave me the
well,
hell alone.
When we get a report, we have to check it out.
Trust me, we've had a bad dealing in the last almost 6 years.
Right.
I hate your organization.
I know
It's
you do.
serious disdain.
I know you do. And I
Well, I know
apologize
I do
for that.
too.
But we have to check it out because we want to make sure kids are okay.
Well, as many times as you've gotten basically about the same damn reports, come out investigated, unsubstantiated. I know damn good and well there's a screening process.
There is.
Yes, I
And
know
if it's
there
the
is.
exact same report, it gets screened out.
Yeah, and these guys have come over basically over the exact same things.
Right.
Continuously.
But if they're worded different,
Because I know if
Then we
there's a
have to-
report made, you guys are normally on my doorstep within 2 to 3 days. This time, you sent me a letter.
well, I was here and I left a note on your door twice
Then
And
you were the one that
it
left a note
did
that
not-
fell down there
well,
in
it
the
might have.
puddle that's right next
and
to your
did not
foot.
didn't get an answer, so I sent you a letter.
Chances
so
are we weren't home.
that's normal too. If I can't catch you at home, I'm going to send you a
'Cause
letter.
I'm guessing you stuck it in the screen door.
Well, yeah, because it was locked. I can't get in.
Obviously.
And I'm not going to break in your house. That's
Tell
not
that
what
to
we
the
do.
cops the last time they came with DCF this last summer and unlocked my screen door.
Well, if the police are here, that's a whole different issue. Police
When
have
I reach
different
in and unlock
rules.
my screen door, it's not.
Police have different rules than we do.
This is
I
a
don't.
closed-in front porch. It's classified as part of the house.
But-
You reach in and unlock the door, well, that's breaking and entering.
And I don't know all of the police rules. I'm telling you, as DCF, I can't break into your house.
I know. My old man used to be a cop.
So
That's how I know all that. I've got friends of mine that are cops.
right.
Yeah.
So's my son. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
So, but that's
I
what
know
this.
all the fun rules and regulations and pretty much all that.
That's
Not
what
much
this
of
one
it's
was.
changed over the years.
Yeah, that's what this one was about. I just needed to talk to you.
Pretty much. So, complain about clothes and what he eats and that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah, I mean, just want to make sure he's eating.
hey, see, one of the things I make up every so often, usually throughout the week, call it Fat Man Mac. It's got enough calories in it to make you look like both of you put together. It's about, I'd say, anywhere between 700 and 900 calories in one bowl. You know, fortified mac and cheese? Pretty sure you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's through the outreach program?
Uh huh.
Yeah, they got a various selection. There's, what was the other one? Italian basil. That stuff's good.
Oh yeah.
Mix in, what is that stuff? Cream of mushroom soup.
That
Cream
would
of
add some
mushroom
to it.
soup. Mix in some mixed vegetables, some hamburgers, some chicken, some tuna. Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
You got a lot of calories.
Yeah.
And I ate it too, and look at me. I'm skinny.
So I know you said we were going to talk out here, but I'm going to ask if you would let me in. If not, I understand that you're right.
You agreed to my rules and
I did.
regulations to
I
begin
just
with,
have to ask.
and I am sticking to them.
That's fine. I just have to ask.
I know.
Okay.
Pretty sure you understand my viewpoint after
I
dealing with the organization
understand.
for so many years. You guys have been in and out of my house and didn't even make me dinner.
I know. What's up with that?
Tell me about
I
it.
know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I had one of them come. We had one come down from Wichita one time. She, a couple cobwebs here and there. She's like, "Oh hell, just throw some glitter in it." My mother told me to do that. It's like finally one with a sense of humor.
Right.
Yep. Because most of them are bitter, resentful, that kind of thing. Yeah, usually.
Oh, we try not to be.
Yeah.
We try not
Just
to.
I got a few daggers right back here. Quite a few.
So, do you have any questions for me
You're gonna make me think and think.
that I
about
can
this.
answer? I will try, but anything that I can answer.
Well, due to the fact you pretty much narrowed down one as to source,
Well,
pretty sure I can incline as to where.
and I can't tell you who called it in. I
I
can
know.
tell you what the report says, but I
know.
can't tell you who called it
That's
in.
why I asked you over the phone. That gives me an idea of where it came from.
But I didn't say where it came from.
I know.
Okay.
But I can figure it out by what you told me.
Sometimes that happens, but
Sometimes that's all I need.
sometimes people who think they know are way off.
I'm surprised.
So you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. There's a lot of mandated reporters, and if somebody overheard something or somebody saw something, they have
Schools,
to call.
doctors' offices,
report.
hospitals, police department. They're all mandatory.
I'm a mandated reporter. If I see something walking down the street, I still have to call it in.
Stick around here late at night.
So-
You'll see tweakers moseying down the street.
I'm just saying,
Yep.
you know. So you
This-
don't ever know where something comes from.
Ironically, it says Tweakerville, but it's pretty peaceful. They normally keep to themselves.
Yeah, there's that.
Yep.
You guys ever had any problems?
No.
Good.
Went around here door to door not long after we moved down here, and I told them, you walk off with my stuff, and I see you've got it. I have no problem with walking up to your door, knocking on your door, waiting for you to answer, and you're coming out. And I'm going to get my possessions back one way or the other. Yep. Since then, nope.
No problem.
Not a problem. They decided very wisely to leave me alone.
Smart.
Yep.
Anything else?
Well, you got a winning lottery ticket?
Gosh, I wish. I do
Yes, I
not.
told all of them. Because I'm still waiting for another individual to get here.
Oh, okay.
Because the individual's through TFI, this report should have been handled by them instead of being dealt with by you.
Why is TFI in the home?
I won the case against DCF. Over trial.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't know anything about that.
Well,
Are they here for aftercare or family pres or...
basically checking up every so often for, let's see here, about 1 more month.
Okay, so aftercare.
If you can even call it that.
Okay.
Pretty much saying, hi, how you doing?
Okay.
That's about it. Other than that, while dealing with that, the case is supposed to go to them, not you guys.
Well, I
Supposed to.
didn't know you had aftercare in the home.
But there's a problem. DCF has a really bad problem about not notifying organizations. There is a serious lack of communication.
It kind of goes both ways.
No, because while we were going through court, I got a call from a truancy officer wondering why Dexter wasn't in school. Uh-huh. Your organization was supposed to notify people. They didn't. No one knew.
Not my case.
I
don't know
know.
anything about that.
I figured DCF workers, as many of y'all as I've dealt with, there'd be at least a good chunk of you guys that at least know something about the case. Or at least brush up on the case before you come out. This way you come out prepared.
What I came out to talk to you about was just this case.
Yeah.
I'm not going over all your history. That's
That give you
not...
some good insight, but
That's just not what I need to talk to you about. Is what this one was about.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all I got. What else you got?
a really good lawyer.
I know
Well, got any names, numbers?
a few. Not in this county. I don't.
Bummer.
Sorry.
That's okay if they're out of this county. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go. But thank you for talking to me. I appreciate you calling me back. And getting in contact with me. Sorry.
That's
my
the first
stuff
time I
went out.
tried calling you. It didn't go through. Went to your voicemail, so I said, okay. As well as DCF knows me, they should know me very well after almost 6 years. That's
Yeah.
why I just left name and number. All you gotta do is ask around the office and be like, ha ha! I've been there!
Problem is, I'm not in the office much, as you can see.
Yeah, I kind of figured that
So,
much.
all right. Thank you.
So you're not gonna stick around for a little bit longer for the other comrade?
We're not in the same department.
Well, you might be able to get to know her a little bit.
I may know her. I don't know who she is, but
Jessica is her name. TFI.
I know a few different Jessicas.
Let's see if I can remember her
So.
last name. Can't remember her last name right offhand.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that was what I had for you.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now my next question is, where do we go from here? You came out, talked to me, all that fun stuff. Hi, how you doing? Yep.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's pretty much it, right?
that's pretty much.
Cool.
When this closes out, you'll get a letter. So.
Cool. About how long's that going to take?
Oh, probably a couple more weeks. Okay.
Because usually you guys' mandate is come out, say hi to the family, all that, surprise visit normally, instead of a letter in the mail first. Then, about a couple weeks later, come back out for another visit. Hi, how you doing? After that, then,
Well,
carry through a closed down case.
see, and I was out a couple of times. Nobody
Or
was
if
here.
you pull some
So we're
strings
getting
and all
down
that
to the
fun
end of it.
stuff, sometimes they can close it within the first go-around.
Yeah,
Just depends. Yep.
sometimes. It all depends.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how long has she been on the job?
kind of this year.
This year?
Yeah,
Just starting.
just starting.
And you get to deal with me!
We're
Oh, nice.
getting her in.
Ah! Make sure you break her in good.
Thank you.
Y'all don't have too much fun. Any questions, give me a call. Well, where's the other one? It's chilly out here. So how's everybody doing? That is our lovely DCF. If y'all want, go ahead and make some comments. This is also getting posted live to, or it will be getting posted to my YouTube channel. Yep. Which I will be posting a link to my YouTube channel in my Facebook feed. Yep. It's be going live. And there they go. Now we're just waiting for another individual to show up. Now, as you can see, I was nice enough to offer seating, as you can see. She agreed that over the phone, she will not be coming in, period. That is part of the stipulations of meeting with her. She is not coming in. Okay. Trying to reconnect. I hate my internet. There we go, it's back. How's it going, John? Hope you're enjoying the feed. I'm waiting for another individual to show up, which I'm going to keep it going until she shows up. We're going to have a nice little chat. Yep. That shows you the lack of communication they got with each other. Yep. We have another recorder set up on the side. Matter of fact, right down here. There is video feed going right there. Recording device right there. So all of it is being monitored. Yep. By Kansas law, I do not have to tell her I am recording. Kansas is a one-party state. By that law, I am the consenting party. Yep. So now, we wait for the other individual to show up, which should be arriving shortly. Yep. So I guess enjoy the clouds rolling by for the moment. So she might be a little bit late, but we'll see. Check the time real quick. 4:34. Yeah, a little late, but not bad. Didn't do their usual customary and ask to see the children. That's their usual. But surprisingly, they didn't this time. I'm kind of surprised. Yep, usually they do. Yep. So we'll see how the rest of this little appointments go. Fun. So, there's one or two places where the report come from. Either A, Children's Mercy Hospital, which is Children's Mercy is about damn near 300 miles north from where my current location is. And the school, which is straight south, which is the direction you're looking. Let's see if the other one gets here. Because she should be showing up. How's it going, Holly? You missed the fun bits, but you'll be able to watch it for another 24 hours. I'm also doing another recording on the side. We are at 20 minutes in, and we're still going to continue with this. You may not see much right now. I'm currently waiting for a TFI worker to show up, supervisor on the case. Yep. And this is a light DCF encounter we just had. Rather light, actually. Oh, yeah. Had a nice little chit-chat. We'll see if it goes any further. Whether her organization is going to get ballsy and decide to take me to court again. We shall see. This report was over supposed physical neglect on what my youngest boy wears. And right there, maybe, just so happened to be the other individual I was looking for. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's her. She's reaching over in the passenger seat grabbing some stuff, so I'm betting, yeah, that's her. Looks like her car. Hi, sunshine! You missed her! We had a nice little conversation.
Did DCF already come back?
Yep, you just missed her. Tried to get her to hang around a little bit longer, but
What'd they say?
it was over clothing and what he eats. Supposedly.
Clothing?
Yeah, clothing.
What, like what?
He's got some clothes that most would construe as girls' clothing, but they're comfy. He likes them. Thomas said, well, he does have some sparkly shoes that are pink.
Yeah.
He's like, well, maybe other kids are bullying him. I was like, well, was there a complaint of bullying?
Right.
And she said, well, kind of hinting around a little bit, maybe. And I'm like, okay, and somebody made a DCF report for that. That's what I'm thinking. Which, I am making 2 different recordings. Say hi to Facebook, by the way.
But he's...
Because I'm actually currently doing a live feed to Facebook. I see you dressed up pretty today. Better looking than the other 2. She even had a trainee with her. Which, there's another recording going here, which is going on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I didn't think you had a complaint
I
about
don't have anything.
Yeah.
But, they're appropriate clothes, right?
it. If you like, I can go get one, sure.
For the weather?
Yeah,
So...
they're appropriate clothes for the weather. She's mainly complaining about girly clothes. I'm like, yeah, he's autistic. He finds them comfy.
Yeah.
He's got a pair of pants that match his mother's, a little bit different in pattern. They're black and white.
Yeah.
Hell, Children's Mercy's made a complaint over it. They made a DCF report over it. Over actually those specific pants. And as a matter of fact, I even have it on recording this last summer when they come to take my kids and put them in foster care, that the broad that was here was bitching over said particular pair of pants. Stating that, no, he wasn't going to be sent off with those because those are girls' pants. And she was plainly told, if I'm not mistaken, that no, those are neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he has pants on.
Yeah. As long as he's wearing clothes.
What was the other thing?
Oh, supposedly what he eats. She asked me what all he eats and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, well, he's not real fond of fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah, both boys are like
He's a
that.
picky eater.
Yeah, I usually got to mix him with other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now vegetables, he does like his greens.
Yeah. I think that's most kids.
Some other stuff, he can be picky. He does like carrots.
Yeah. That's good.
But other than that, I usually get mixed fruit or mixed vegetables and mix those in with what I call Fat Man Mac,
Yeah. Hey.
which
Long as
is
he's
fortified
food.
mac and cheese that you can get from the outreach program. Actually,
Yeah.
I've actually got a number that leads directly to their company. Yep, it's fortified mac and cheese that has shitload more than what you find in the store.
Yeah.
All kinds of vitamins and minerals and stuff. So
So I brought these for the medical records, but I don't know.
yeah, I asked her about. Told her, I said, well, supervisor through TCF or TFI is supposed to be coming by.
Yeah.
Hang around a little bit longer. Apparently she got cold. I told her to dress warm. I told her to dress warm. And she pulled the usual, asked if she can come in. I looked at her and said, nope. Prior to our conditions of her coming to visit, she's not coming in.
Yeah.
Period. She's like, well, I had to ask. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And you agreed to my terms and conditions.
Yeah.
And if she wanted to try and bullshit me, well, I have it on recording.
Yeah. Do you want... I can mark entire health record. I don't know that TFI can cover the charges for the entire health record. I can ask.
Never hurts to ask.
At the least, yeah. And then, like I said, I'll look into the medical card covering it. And then the pertinent information, they said, only covers 2 years, includes radiology, laboratory reports, and does not include images. So
does not include images.
I don't know which. I'm assuming you want the entire health record.
Yes.
And then
all the way back to when they were born.
Okay.
The entirety.
Then, as far as like on here, the purpose and method. I mean, I can choose legal purposes.
They usually spit out more.
Okay. And then I just had it going...
Because inadvertently, they will get used as evidence, probably.
Yeah.
Especially if it's in an entirety, unaltered, not sliding through DCF fingers.
So, do you want it... So, it has encrypted email, and then it says, if available, and size restrictions apply. So, that, to me, tells me that it could be that we say encrypted email, and they won't...
And skimp. Because I know there is a size restriction as to the size of emails you can send.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was... Oh, shit, what was that?
So I can do mail delivery.
30 megs, I think. Right? Because I remember trying to send some recordings off to our attorneys.
Yeah.
You wouldn't send some of them because of the size.
Right. Right.
Well, when you got some recordings that are 4, 5, 6, 7 hours long... that are, like 700-800 megabytes a piece.
Yeah.
Those won't send.
Right.
Unless you zip them and send them.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Do you want me to just do mail delivery then, and then what I get, I can just give you the sealed envelope?
Sure.
With it? Okay. I think that might. I think it'll be the easiest.
As long as it's in its entirety.
Yeah.
The only way. Other times like this last time. The only way I got it was from our attorneys. All the other times I've requested records, I keep getting the runaround.
Yeah.
Like the doctor's office up here, I requested all my boys' records in their entirety. They redirected me to the hospital because the hospital owns the clinic.
Gotcha.
And they said, well, it's going to cost such and such. Well, I then spoke to their Dr. Thompson. He said, if there's a fee, he'll cover it.
Right, that's what you said.
And he just told me, he said, tell him to put it on my bill.
So...
I told him that, and they said, well, see about getting in touch with him and all that, and that didn't go anywhere.
I didn't check any of the boxes, though. If you want to go through and you want to check which information you want released, and then how you want it released, and then just sign this one. I did one for each of the boys.
Cool.
This is like authorizing, that you're authorizing them to release it to me specifically.
Cool.
With TFI. And then...
Yeah, the one chick was like, well, is it like aftercare? And I'm like, if you want to call it that, I call it a greeting. Hi, how you doing? kind of thing.
And then this one, the way I understood it, I'll let you read through it too, but the way I understood it is that you're agreeing to them...
Agreeing to authorization of release.
Well, this one's different. It's agreeing to them sending it not encrypted. Not secure. If you wanted it mailed, then you're agreeing to it not being sent through an encrypted portal.
That works.
So,
all right.
I will give you these, and then
either which way.
there's a pin if you want to do the top section up there.
It's a bit chilly out here.
And then I won't be back in the office till Monday, so I can email them. I'll email them to their release of information place on Monday.
Information released. Clinic. Take your pen's here now. Well, shit, it's too cold. Hold on. I make sure to have a pen in my pocket. I come prepared.
Yeah.
Let's see if my pen's gonna be an asshole. Surprised she didn't get on to me for cussing. I would have just looked at her and said, we're all adults here unless you're just fresh out of preschool. History, physical, visits only. I put entire health record. For the last 2 years, well, what I'm looking at is well past that. Well, due to the fact it's going to be used for legal anyways as evidence, plus that for my own personal records, it's going to be used for both. But you're still here, Holly. Hi. Hi, Cheyenne. How you doing? Say hi to Jennifer from TFI. You missed the DCF worker and her trainee. So they would have came with the cops, would have told the cop, you can stand out on public property. Yep. He'll be told to get off my property, and if he does not, I will be so just nice enough to get him some handcuffs. Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't ask the usual question. Well, can I see the kids? Yeah, surprised. Darcy, well, both my boys take after me. They're both skinny like me. She's like, well, I can see that. And I told her, I said, well, tell the rest of your organization that. Tell her to fuck off. Let's see here. Date. Alright, that's... Aw, you put my last name as Burnell Caps. It's actually Caps.
That's not what our system has. You can cross
Really?
out. Yeah. Cross out.
Wow.
Cross out Burnell and write your initials above it.
That's great. I'll just leave it as that if it's already in your system as that. That's great. That's funny. I just noticed that and I'm like, wait a damn minute here. Oh, you just like slacking ass, man. 1 second.
Okay.
Let me get some privacy. So how's your day been?
It's not been too bad.
It could be worse, right? Could be me.
I'm glad it's not snowing anymore.
You and me both.
Although today's temperature, it
I can't be
makes
out
more
in
sense
the
to
snow.
snow today than yesterday.
Yeah, one chick popped off when I said, well, stick around for a bit. She's like, well, I'm not part of the organization. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
The powwow was supposed to be between all of us. This way we can get this shit out in the open. Which I don't think... I think she got the general idea. She was being recorded, but not by two different sources, so to speak. Because she can love having her face on YouTube. Alrighty. Let's see. Date. It is February... Let's see. February... You can make
13th?
me think. I was going to say, my
Yeah.
phones are busy. Yeah, I've been sitting out here for 33 minutes. Okay, street address is the same. Let's see. That's for Dexter's. Yeah, I've had a fun-filled time trying to get in touch with, or trying to get medical records over the years.
Yeah. And if this doesn't work,
I'm sure we'll think of
then
something.
I can contact the doctor's office or the hospital here directly or figure out what to do. I don't know.
Awesome. Cool. At least you're being actually helpful. The only time DCF was ever helpful was when we were living up in between Derby and Wichita. That's Oakland, I think it is.
Yeah.
They got us an air conditioner. They didn't want to help get us out of the position we were in. Real shit. Real shitty situation. They're supposed to be for the families, try to help keep families together and all that, help families in need. The only thing they did was got us a little portable air conditioner. Yeah, like that fucking helped. It's shit, it still hit about 105 in that garage
Yeah.
during the day. Yeah. So we were constantly down at the little community center there in Oaklawn. Yeah, to get out of heat. That was fun-filled times. I hate cold weather.
Did Dexter do some Valentine's cards?
Yep. Well, the first batch, he ripped the box in half.
Oh no!
Got the Valentines out and took I think it was one or two strips. Where they're attached together.
Yeah. Oops.
I'm like, well, that doubles it. Yep.
Did he do some character ones? Like
Marvel.
Marvel? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
cool.
likes the Hulk.
He likes Marvel. Oh, cool.
He wants to grow up to be the Hulk. Thomas said, well, you're going to have to eat your greens. Yep.
You said he's pretty good at eating veggies, though, right?
Most times, yeah.
Yeah.
It can be a fight. Like
that might be
like
a
I
way
said
to
before, if
get him
he's
to do
not really that hungry,
Yeah.
he don't want to eat.
Yeah.
If he's not really that hungry, good luck. In the past, when we were previously dealing with DCF, all the bullshit, ended up having to force him to eat. I'm fucking tired of doing that.
Yeah.
Because
They'll
that
eat when
causes
they're hungry.
psychological damage.
Yeah. They'll eat
And
when
I'm
they're
not
hungry.
doing that shit any fucking longer. I'm tired of it. So, when he's hungry, I ask him throughout the day if he's hungry. If he says no, well, if it's around lunchtime, breakfast time, dinner time, I'll go make something to eat. And I will purposely waft it right in front of his face. Just, no, dude, that's
Sure you're not
good. And he perks up, I want some!
Oh, yeah. Probably
Well,
smells
guess
it.
what? There's more. Yep. And he'll eat until he's full. He had enough of being gorged when he was little.
Yeah.
He got to the point where he eats to where he's full, he's content, and he calls it good. Trying to force him any further than that,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to cause more problems. The shit with DCF and as many times as he's been in foster care, it's caused eating problems. It has. They've tried accusing me and my wife of the shit. No, this shit was caused by DCF's doing. By taking my kids out of the home, putting them in foster care in some real fucked up situations. Like, when Adam was 6 months old, they got put in foster care over Adam's injuries. Took both of them, put them in foster care. Well, first place they were at, there was a chick that was watching them through foster mother, whatever. She had a girl that was, I guess, in a wheelchair, constantly in the hospital and stuff like that. We got reports that we actually got a phone call late at night one night from a St. Francis worker that was concerned. Dexter went from 29 pounds from the hospital up there. Actually, he was weighed here at Thompson's office just a couple days before we went up there. Well, come to find out, while he was in foster care, we got a phone call at about, what was that, about 10:30 at night? Dexter dropped down to 24 pounds.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'll put it to you this way. When I first seen him on our first visit, even after they denied us visits, they were dragging ass. Judge ordered them.
Yeah.
They have right to see the kids.
Yeah.
By law, we have to see our kids once a week. That's mandatory right there.
Yeah.
Minimum of once a week for 1 hour a week.
Yeah.
Well, about 3 weeks went by. Finally, we got to see our kids. And when I first seen Dexter come out of the vehicle, it literally made my stomach hit the floor.
Yeah.
It physically made me
You
sick.
can see that much of a difference?
Yes. He so fucking skinny, it was ridiculous compared to what he was last time I'd seen him. It literally made me sick. That's the kind of shit they've pulled.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. They pulled some shit when we lived over on 8th. The judge ordered that, floor be dealt with because carpet wasn't in the greatest condition when we moved there. Dexter had thrown up on the carpet. It had some stains there in the living room. I completely ripped the floor out of there myself. The landlord was supposed to be replacing the floor. He did not.
Yeah.
All he did was dropped off the rolled linoleum, and I did it myself with the front door hanging wide open. City workers drove by, seen me doing it. They watched me haul this shit inside. Had one of them drop by and shoot the shit with me while I was doing it.
Yeah.
I even have pictures of all of it. And yet, I know damn good and well the landlord's about ready to kick us out of there anyways. And due to what they pulled, all their bullshit, we wound up losing a place to live. Ended up going up to Wichita in a real fucked up situation. Finally seen an escape 1 month after dealing with, what was that damn organization? It's some mental health association, I think. MHA or some shit like that.
That's one.
But that's what we were dealing with. There was a former worker through St. Francis, Lori Hooper, that actually got in touch with him. Said, hey, his family needs some help, go help. And DCF showed up, all that fun stuff. And that's when they got us a portable air conditioner.
Yeah.
And over the midst of talking to him, I told him, I said, hey, there's no running water, there's barely running electricity. They were going month by month, and it was skimpy at best. I told him, I said, shit, if it being, like here, if we wouldn't had running water, fuck, stay, come and take my kids in a goddamn heartbeat.
Yeah.
I know they would.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, they didn't pull that shit up there. I told him, I said, hey, help get us an option to get the fuck
Help
out of
you,
here.
yeah.
Even if it's, a temporary apartment.
Yeah.
Showed him what I had out in the garage. Dexter had maybe 3, maybe 4 pairs of clothes. I had maybe 2 or 3 pairs of clothes. She had maybe 2 or 3 pairs of clothes. And that was it.
Yeah.
The rest of it was in a storage unit. So I said, hey, help get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we can't do anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? You guys are supposed to be here to help families, not, fuck around and do nothing.
Right.
Evening! You parked in your parking spot, but she'll be alright. The colors match.
I'll move eventually.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Is that a neighbor?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty cool people, actually. Yeah, fucking pin. Yeah, but that was a pretty fucked up situation. They didn't want to help get me out of that situation. Yeah, so over the years, it's caused psychological damage, as well as eating problems out of my both boys, because, monkey see, monkey do. You know how that goes. So, it's caused some real serious shit. It's caused some massive psychological damage. I know I had people, even some of the ones that are actually currently watching, that have seen my kids in person, seen Dexter in person before, all shit started. Or actually around the time. Because Dexter didn't really remember much about the first time he went in foster care, but extremely well behaved.
Yeah.
I had people compliment me on that all the time. Now, fuck, there's times it's temper tantrum city. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's caused some major psychological damage. And it's ridiculous. And it's been a fun-filled time. What I want is a really good attorney. And I have another matter for an attorney as well. Your organization might be willing to help with. Because over the summer, well, we were only able to pay $200 a month on rent. There's 1 month we were only able to pay $100. That was throughout the summer, from when they took the boys all the way up until September. Landlord's trying to say we owe $2,000 and some odd as far as rent, and our rent's $375 a month. Yeah.
Did you ever get receipts from them?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'm assuming you still have them.
Yes, I do.
I can safely assume.
Because if I can find an attorney, I will be taking them to court.
Is he still, is he trying to, pursue legal action that you owe, the $2,000, or?
Surprisingly not. I don't know if he's got the gonads to.
Okay.
But if he does, a really big weight's going to fall on his head.
Yeah. Well, and he wrote the
Because,
receipts, right?
yes. And he's
Should
actually
have
very good at math.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, from basically March until September. How many months is that?
6.
6 months.
Yeah.
So, let's do a little bit of math here. How good are you at it?
No, there's a reason I went into social work.
You got a phone.
Not teaching.
Pull up the calculator. Let's figure this up real
Okay.
quick.
How much did you pay each month?
200.
Okay.
There was 1 month where it was 100. Figure it all out.
1,200. 1,100. Right?
Yep.
Paid 1,100, but then it's 375.
$375 a month. 200 a month. That would leave 175 remaining for each month.
So 1,150.
So that's what it'd be grand total for all that time.
What do you you still owe, or you just owed at that time?
That's what it built up to over
Okay.
the summer.
Yeah.
Now, once we get through with this, I'm going to go grab the receipt and I'm going to show you something rather interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, you're going to shit a brick on this one. If I can find an attorney, I will own this property. Yep. Told him before what he wanted for the place. I got the tax information on the place. It's barely worth 10 grand as is. He said, oh hell, it ain't worth that. Then I asked him, all right, what would you take for the place grand total? He said, oh, 20,000. I'm like, you're fucking funny. I had another moment where I confronted him. And he said, because I was helping him out with maintenance on some other houses. Well, I told him very bluntly to go fuck himself. Because I've done professional plumbing for over 20 years. He kept janking me around on the plumbing. Kept having a city worker come over and she started questioning it. Told her my previous credentials and everything.
Yeah.
She's got any questions? Well, you can send an inspector. Well, landlord kept wanting to just patch a little bit here and there. Told him, I said, no, it needs to be completely regutted. You've got the pipe there. You've got the crimps and everything because it was PEX. You got the crimping tool. All you need to do is get the fittings and your hoses and everything for your outlets and everything.
Yeah.
Told him, I said, and then completely redo it. No, he didn't want to do it. He kept dicking around. Finally, he pissed me off when...
Way out.
Yep. Finally, he pissed me off when he tore the siding off the side of the house. Original people that lived there, they had taken a window. They had covered up the outside. And they put in this little recessed shelf. It was actually really cool. He decided he was going to go ahead and knock that out. And ripped off half the siding on that side of the house. For no reason. I told him, I said, you just caused me a lot more work. And he ended up going to getting this little ass window that's like from here to here to maybe taller than that, a little taller. Told him, I said, you just got a deposit from people standing right here that are wanting to move into the place. Go out, go spend a little over $100 and get you a brand new vinyl window that'll fit right in that hole. Didn't want to do that. No. He went out to his property, grabbed a wood frame window that had been sitting outside rotting that had ants crawling all over it. And I told him, I said, no, at the bottom of this window frame, the housing is all rotten.
Yeah.
I'm not dicking with it. And he said, well, you can rebuild that. And I told him, I said, no. I told him, I said, you're going to keep up your shit with me, and I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Well, he tried it again. He got all pissy with me. I'll just use that one. So I said, all right, that's it. Picked up my tools, looked at him, and I said, go fuck yourself and have a nice day. Time I said, and don't bother asking me for anything else. Since then, yeah, he don't much like me.
Nothing.
No, I wasn't joking with him. I'd had enough of it. Because I'd done other jobs for him here and there. Like, hell, there was a well house pump that I installed. Installed that. Put a sliding glass door off their bedroom. Framed it in and everything. And put a chicken house roof on. And made maybe $100. Hell, I can go do one goddamn plumbing job and make a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
And yet, he skint my ass so much over the years, it's ridiculous. I get tired of getting fucked. I don't much care for it. Especially when they don't buy me dinner first. Yep. There's those.
Right. And I'll put, does your phone have, can you text?
Yeah.
Do you want
phone's
to
right
text
there.
me your email address?
Yeah, I can do that.
And then
Give me
when
a
I-
moment. I have something interesting to
Okay.
show you.
I say when I email these in, I'll put you on it.
Alright, cool. Awesome. Well, give me a quick moment. I'll grab something real fast. You'll like this. Remember what I told you? Remember those figures?
Yeah.
No, it's not exactly current. It's really close, though. I'm not good with months and the numbers.
Oh,
Never been my strong point. See what I mean? That's way over. He was tacking on $300 to $400 extra
Yeah.
every month.
Oh.
Yeah. And for those that would
But you
like
have
to
all
see
your
this,
all those receipts from the summertime and all that, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's the shit they told me. I see why I want an attorney for that.
Yeah.
And for those on YouTube, right there's the receipt. Remember what I told you. And for those of you on Facebook, I don't know if you can see it very well, but yeah, maybe, yeah. Right there's the figures. Yeah, that's the shit that's been pulled.
I was gonna say, I feel, as long as you have the receipts, then you have the proof right there. So.
Yeah. I also have a recording of the landlord even stating that he can't handle being a landlord. When I told him to go fuck himself, on, doing any work for him, he went and supposedly found him another maintenance man.
Yeah.
And during the midst of that conversation, he said, well, y'all are going to have to find a different place to live because, I got a new maintenance man. And obviously, he's going to need a new place to live. Yep. That was
Yeah,
also in
30
that
days,
conversation.
Gotta give you a notice.
By law, 30 days. By law, I have the right to refuse it. Which, if I do, that means he has to go through the legal process and take me to court. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. How many of them are going to go to that effort?
Well, that depends on how ballsy he is.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly an asshole to mess with. Because I come prepared.
Yeah. I'd give you that.
Yeah, before Adam was born, Christmas just before, the landlord came by and he said, well, got some news for you. Your place is going to be sold on back taxes. Christmas Eve! Come by and told me that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
Went to the double legal, got the tax information on the place. You know what's really funny? Tried looking it up on this place. Well, come to find out, this place is not listed as a residence with the county. It is actually listed as an additional building on the property.
Yeah.
That right over there
Hey.
Morning.
is actually listed as the residence.
Oh, the one.
Charles.
Uh-huh.
Dexter says he wants you to
So
make
he
some
did.
mac and cheese with hot dogs. He don't want mommy to make it.
Oh, it's Fat Man Night time.
Yep.
Which is about anywhere from 700 to 900 calories
Yeah.
per serving.
Yeah.
Did
Like
you
I told
need to
the
see
one-
the kids, or
Do what?
did you need to see the kids, or
I didn't figure I would.
I'm surprised the DCF worker didn't ask, which, say hi to Facebook and YouTube.
I came by to get. I had him do a release so I could try and get the health records for you guys from.
We're
Yeah.
shooting the shit and we're covering some bases.
awesome?
Because I told them about, or her rather, along with Facebook, and next will be YouTube.
Oh yeah, that
That
bullshit.
lovely little shit
Yeah,
fest.
bullshit.
Yeah.
They won't even fix the roof.
Yeah, I found here a while back when it was raining, back porch started dripping.
Oh man.
Big asshole
I'm
that
like,
big.
what
Yeah.
the hell?
Landlord won't fix
Went
it.
up on the roof. There's a hole this big in the fucking roof. Goes all the way down to the decking. We're talking about the plank decking, the old school shit. I'm like, what the hell caused this? I'm like, I know damn good well it wasn't a squirrel, wasn't a cat, wasn't a bird. I'm like, well, here a while back during that thunderstorm, I did just so happen to hear a loud kaboom. So the only thing I can figure is, well, lightning.
We told the landlords about it. They don't want to fix it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, no, he just wanted to, patch just one little spot when the entire roof needs to be replaced.
Easy way out.
If I wind up owning this property in the future, well, guess what? I just so happen to have a very good friend of mine that died years ago. His son took over the roofing company, Doyle Roofing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you've heard of him. Yep. I was good friends with his father.
Okay.
Charles, do you want me to bring you a blanket?
I'm good for now.
I think I'm gonna have to leave soon. It's freezing.
Yeah. What,
I wore my coat, but it's cold.
I told you to bundle warm!
I was going to say, it ain't cold inside. Bye.
I know. I figured as much. Yeah, the complaint was over what Dexter wears. They had a complaint over his girly wear.
Oh, for the love of
And his sparkly shoes. And what he eats. Yep. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Just take it and
He picked it out himself.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he likes things that's comfy.
And at least he's wearing
And
clothes.
God.
sparkly.
At least he's got good clothes on for the weather.
It's not holy.
Appropriate.
It's not all stained to hell.
Yeah.
And also, as I pointed out to DCF, if he wears the girly clothing at home, that saves his good clothing in the long run for school.
They're like, well, if he, came up to you and he said that kids were picking on him at school for wearing the clothes he's wearing, and he wants to wear different clothing, do you have clothing? I'm like, yeah.
I would ask how the
I
school is
bought
addressing
fucking
bullying.
brand new clothes that I bought him.
I send a boy's outfit.
Hell,
in
here a
case he
while
does
back
say
when we got the
something,
boys
so
from foster
yes.
care, I went and bought Dexter some new pants and clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you this way, one bag full of clothing
For $100.
was $148.
Yeah. It
And
adds
that was
up
mainly
quick.
pants.
Yeah, it adds up quick.
He's
I
getting
mean,
long legs like me.
I don't have any concerns about him wearing girl clothes. I could, at the end of the day, he's wearing
And
clothes.
folks, you guys heard it right here from a worker from TFI.
Yeah, he's wearing clothes. They're weather appropriate.
Yeah.
I would say if he's getting bullied at school,
Then they need to bring that to my attention.
I would ask the school how they're
And if the
addressing
school's not going to do it, and if the school's not going to do it,
Get inside.
then I want
Hi.
the names
Samuel.
of the parents, because I will go personally take it up with the parents. The school's not going to do it. He's like, oh no, let me in.
Shut the door.
Well, close the door. Turd bag. As you can see, not abused.
Yeah, he
Don't
looks
worry.
perfectly healthy.
We've had complaints over abuse too.
Yeah. No, he looks perfectly healthy.
Yeah. Don't worry, their doctor straight up said, well, he's looked over all the results and everything. He said, well, they're perfectly healthy.
He might just
He's
be
like,
skinny.
the only thing is their weight. That's it.
Yeah.
And this is Adam.
Because I brought up with him, I told him, I said, well, their fingernails grow fast.
You look just like your brother.
Yep. I brought up to him, I was like, well, their fingernails grow fast. He's like, well, that's the signs of a healthy kid.
Yeah.
Still. Hell, Dexter, if you looked at his fingernails, I trimmed those son of bitches just last week.
Hey, that's a hard thing to do.
He's already sprouting girly fingernails. It's going to be nub trimming later on tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Alright.
Let me know. Call me if you need anything.
I'll let you know if anything comes further of DCF.
Yeah.
Because like I told her, I said, process wasn't followed. Told her, I said, since TFI wants to stick their nose at my ass, which you guys are pretty much St. Francis, essentially.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Same rules, same regulations, basically.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, this report should have went to them, not you.
What'd she say about that?
Oh, not much to say, actually.
Yeah.
Trying to reconnect. Oh, you dirty son of a bitch. There you go.
I wonder if it's because
She basically spouted me some bullshit. I told her, I said, well, when it comes to you guys, notifying organizations, you're not that good at it. That's why one of the times we were going to court this last little go around towards the tail end of it, I got a call from a truancy officer. Getting ready to go in the fucking courtroom.
But they didn't call the agency?
No.
Who had your kids?
DCF did not notify anyone.
Yeah.
I got a call from a truancy officer asking me why Dexter was not in school. Came from Cowley County Youth Corrections, actually.
Daddy, please open this.
There's more in there. Go look in the toy box. If you can find at least 2 complete of the other ones, I'll open those. There's like 4 or 5 other ones in there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna freeze out here. Like I said, call me if you need anything. If you get more from DCF, call me.
Do more bullshit with them.
I'll be on time next time.
Cool. Well, if
Try
they
to.
decide they're going to be assholes and show up with the cops, well, you tell them to get the fuck off the property.
Yeah.
Because the last go around when they came and took my kids, they didn't produce paperwork. I had to chase one of the cops down before he tried to skedaddle his ass out of here. Before he produced some paperwork. I looked at him and said, "Oh, that's my copy, right?" I said, right out there on the curb and took pictures of it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, no, that's my copy. You'll get your copy tomorrow." And I'm sitting here going, it's not how this works. I know how the process works. You're supposed to have papers in hand when you show up at my door. Not reach in and unlock my door while my oldest boy's out here playing on the porch. Because, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right up here, there's a lock.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you. Look, right there.
Yeah.
That was locked.
Yeah.
You seen how tall he is?
Yeah,
You can unlock that. Guys came and took my kids. I watched my wife as I was heading out to go to Walmart with a friend of mine to go get Wick. Reach up and lock that lock.
Yeah.
He can attest as a witness. He watched her do it.
Yeah.
Hell, you can stand clear over there and you can hear it off the houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
They reached in and unlocked it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the cops had asked if they could come in. I said, "You have to put the dog out." She wanted to get in touch with me. Cop popped off and he made a comment. There'll be plenty of time to do that after we're done. She turned around and closed the door. Now, just a couple moments later, you could hear the door open and go. Slammed her right in the arm with it. She was standing right next to Dexter's dresser. Hit her right in the arm with it.
Yeah.
Yep. She wound up getting injuries from it. Wound up having to be in a sling for a little bit. Nothing came of it. But due to what they pulled, that would take it right on the grounds of breaking, entering, and kidnapping. Wasn't done legally.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will. You'll get. If you want to text me your email address, and then I'll email it in on Monday. Ooh. And I'm gonna head out because I'm freezing. But it was good to see you, and let me know. Let me know if you guys need anything. Okay.
Well, like I said, winning lottery ticket, really good lawyer.
Hey, if I get
At
a
least
lottery
a lawyer
ticket, I
to
don't know
deal
if
with
I'm
the
sharing
little
it with
piece of
anybody.
paper I got down there. Because either one, I've got a winning case.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because for this matter, I want what I'm standing in. This is an unbroken lot. Comes with all the way down the block. This is why there's no trespassing sign right back here in the alley.
All the way
And
back.
it goes all the way around.
Yeah.
Landlords don't like it. He tried to tell me to take it down. I told him to eat. Because legally, he can't touch you.
Yeah.
If I'm gone, and it just so happens the water line breaks and it's, spewing out the front door, he cannot come in.
Yeah.
He has to get our permission to even come in. If he starts some shit and I tell him to get off the property and he don't, well, I have him hauled in for trespassing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Or, if I tell him 3 times, legally, I can use force. Yep. Because of our nice, lovely Constitution.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm out.
Alrighty, don't try to freeze your ass off too much.
We'll see ya.
Take it easy, we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Would you like your pen?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I figured you did. Just sitting in the shade pretty much.
Thank you.
Ta-da!
See ya.
We got more snow coming, by the way.
I hope not.
Yeah, me too. I'm opening up myself.
Yeah.
Oh, people. Uh-oh. He's rampaging. We're doomed! Alrighty. Well now, whoever's still here, go ahead and wave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Phone said, hell with this. Oh, bummer. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go ahead and head in because my nuts are freezing.